guys, welcome back to a juicy gossip video. Nicki Minaj coconut music is way better than Cardi B's right now. Y'all be dragging Nicki Minaj saying, oh, she's making a lot of coconut music. It's so annoying and she should just stop it. If she's on a hiatus, she should just stay there because y'all don't want to hear those coconut music, which I think was very disrespectful. Y'all labeling carnival music as coconut music. It's given the R word. It's really annoying that people could really put a coat on a genre, and mind you, Nicki's a Trinidadian. She's going to support her home country. And like I said, the coconut music that Nicki's releasing right now is way better than Cardi B's because she made a recent song with Party called Toot It Up. And I was like, what is this? This song needs some tooting. This is not it. I think Cardi B is so stressed out. She's even lying to her fans, and I'm not confirming that she is, but that's how I feel. By saying the album is done, I think Cardi B's album is not complete. If it was already completed, that album would have been released. Something else is stopping Cardi B, and she's hiding so much from her fans because, she don't want people to run with an idea or narrative that she is somewhat flopped. They tried it by saying, oh, Cardi, you are broke. You is not rich. Stop lying. And she spent a whole month on Twitter trying to prove to people that she is not broke. She started to shop at Tiffany's, providing receipts of jewelry that she recently bought. And I'm like, girl, it's given bothered. It's given insecure because you having to prove to people that you are rich. It really says a lot. It speaks volume because I think if someone is trying to prove that they're not poor or they're rich, I think they're actually not wealthy. They don't really have much money. Because if someone says, oh, Sips, you're not rich, and indeed I know that I have a lot of money, I'm not going to prove a thing. I'm not even going to respond to something like that because it wouldn't break me. Because I know I have a lot of M's in my bank account. And it's even better when people think I'm broke because I don't want people to rob me. But Cardi B out here proving otherwise. She has to prove to the Barbs she's somewhat better. She's a millionaire. She's rich. She's going to Tiffany's every day. And I remember she used to brag about Offset. Now look where he is, calling you burnt out on Twitter, dragging you on Twitter, embarrassing you, causing you stress. Okay? And you were so busy paying people to go attack Offset. And look at Cardi B. Look at the situation that she's in. I've always said this, never you put a man in front of your needs, in front of your reputation, because at the end of the day, a man will do what a man does, and they're always going to do what they want to do. And now you can't even focus on giving your fans a good project because, you allowed Offset to twist your mind up so bad. You can't even focus on your own career. And she mentioned that Offset and his mom robbed her. So you loved this man so much that you were just giving him money? What in the beyond? Now, Beyonce would never do this. Because I remember when she said, stop F up her grinding. She was telling Jay-Z, you're not going to distract me because you're smashing Becky with the good hair. I'm going to keep doing me. I need Cardi B to have that energy. Though I'm not a Barty fan, I'm not a Cardi B fan, I think as a woman, she should always focus on her true self, her career, bring that Bodak yellow Cardi B back. Stop tuning into Offset. Stop trying to make this man jealous because he's laughing in your face because he knows he can get a reaction from you. I'm praying for Cardi B, by the way. I think as women, sometimes you go back and forth with each other. Like sometimes I kind of go back and forth with the Barty gang, with her fan base. But at the end of the day, if we all should think about it, we're all human beings and we're only here on this earth one time. So if you could give good advice to even someone who you don't necessarily like because, you still think that person has feelings, I would say to Cardi B, focus on yourself, continue with your journey, find back that Bodak yellow Cardi B, and don't allow a man to infest your life with misery and hurt. Wash it off. Go pray, Now, because you're a rapper doesn't mean that you cannot pray. Go pray. Find back yourself. Stay 10 toes down. Stop beefing with Nicki. Stop beefing with Nicki, girl. Collab with Nicki. Collab with Nicki. Find back your A game, because you crashing out over Offset is not cute. But back to Nicki Coconut Music, because I am so upset with the Barty Gang trying to tell Nicki, you know, her recent songs, they're kind of crappy because she's making coconut music. First of all, y'all need to advise Cardi B to focus on herself and start making good music, because Nicki's song and catalog is way larger than any other female rapper in this industry. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Nicki's catalog is bigger than Cardi B's. I don't care if Cardi B got a Grammy, and let me just say this, I think it was given to her and it was not earned. I've said it in so many of my videos, so y'all know that's really my honest opinion, because people love to make it look as if, you know, Nicki's the bitter one. She's the one who's fighting female rappers. She's the one who's so jealous of everybody's career. And I think I beg to differ. Nicki works really hard. She just thinks, you know, she deserves her flowers too. She put in the work. She opened doors for female rappers. So she thinks, you know, she deserves a slice of the cake, which I don't blame Nicki. You gotta fight and defend yourself from false narrative, from disrespect. You gotta know you're right. And I think Nicki was telling people, you may not like me, you may not respect me, but you will remember me. You will know my name. Because I'm never gonna stop, you know, giving myself a shout out. I will never stop giving myself credit. I don't care who doesn't like it. I'm never gonna belittle myself or lower myself to make someone else feel good about the work that I put in. And I agree. Why should you sink yourself, you know, so you could please others? Like, if someone is genuinely rooting for you, they feel so comfortable with you loving yourself. It shows that Nicki has a lot of haters in this industry. And I think Cardi B is one of them. I think Cardi B cannot help herself but to be jealous. Cardi B, I think, is very jealous of Nicki's career. And I think another reason why Cardi B doesn't like Nicki, I think Offset was always commenting on Nicki's pictures, posts, and, you know, Cardi B never liked that. And so Cardi B is like, you know, why does this woman, you know, is so appealing to Offset? And I think the reason why Offset doesn't talk to Nicki right now is just because, you know, Nicki called him out, Nicki embarrassed him, and the Barbs really taunted him for years. He backed away, and now he was like on Cardi B's side beefing with Nicki. And I think Offset, it was very low of you, considering the fact that we do have still evidence and proof of you commenting on Nicki's post every single time. Like, you were genuinely obsessed with Nicki. And I think Cardi B is just so, you know, embarrassed. And that's the real thing. Like, she was embarrassed. But let me know what y'all think. I could be wrong or I could be right. Like this video, share if you care. Let me see your reaction in the comment section, and see you guys some other time. And thank you so much for always sipping with us.